company is IOEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain. I'm going to explain how this is done. So, first things first, let me get this open up. That's nice. Alright, so I open up the door, put Taco in the bunker so he doesn't disappear on me. And let's talk about this right here. So how is this done? This right here is a floor projection screen setup. This is why we have these mats in here. Because somebody asked me, why do we have mats in the office on the floor? Because this is an actual projection screen. That's why we have them. Let some air get in here. Always got to do that when I'm burning two projectors at the same time. So this is basically a floor projection screen setup. So basically we use for this setup ultra short throws. Ultra short throws work better for me. I've seen demonstrations where people have done projectors in the ceiling. And the reason why I don't like projectors in the ceiling, because if you look up, you know what I mean, kid runs a risk of getting blinded by 3,000 or whatever wattage of light they're using, or lumens they're using from their projector, and this could cause some problems. And again, I don't want to look up and stare at a projector, especially when they're lasers. I would advise you not using laser projectors when doing floor projection setups. Because again, kids got a habit of sticking their heads underneath something and saying, "Huh, I wonder what this does." Yeah, you don't want to do that. I don't use the lasers. So anyway, this is basically just done using our ultra short throw projector, which I paid $60 for, and then the floor is using the mat system. Now the mats that you get for the gym, or for basically something you want to use for the kids to run around on, that is coated with our technology. We have another version of our technology here. This is a quantum black star technology we use, and this particular technology has an invisible version of it. Well, not invisible version, I can't say it's not invisible. It's more of a durable kind of technology designed to take a ton of abuse. So it's a different structure kind of product. And that's the coating we're making for floors. So it's a paint, you spray it on, and basically it makes it so you can walk over top of it and all that stuff, and you won't damage it. Now someone asked me from the door, like, if I walk on it, can I damage it? No, Taco has beat the crap out of this screen. There are claw marks all in the screen. You wouldn't believe it. All through the whole screen, we got nothing but claw marks in there, because that comes from my cat. So yeah, he hasn't been able to damage it, and people come in here and they walk over top of it and they can't damage it. So now you're not going to have that issue at all whatsoever. Oh, what's going on with this? Woo! Man, that's got some psychedelic to it right there. Look, you're about to fall in that sucker. Wait. Lean you over the top real quick. Woo! That is freaking cool. But anyway, so it's a very easy application to do. And like I said, our new coating we got coming out will allow you to be able to coat the floor. It has a bleed through process, which is also too going to be fantastic for inflatable projection screens. And we're working on that project too until we get our own. We're making a bleed through product, but also to allow you to bleed through for the floor. It's fantastic for projector mapping application, visual arts, special effects, all that stuff. It works perfectly with that because we used it with other technology in the past. This is a more upgraded version because it's under the IOE coating. Will gray screens do the same thing? No, and white screens won't work either. And the reason why is because you have the problem with the whole star field. That's the problem. Make sure I grab my right one here. There we go. So the problem you have is that anyone who does projector mapping applications knows from the door that you have to read 100% black anytime you're using applications such like so, because a lot of these visual effects are done in black. Let me see. Why don't we have anything over here? I think it's in the other box. Let's go grab that. So, that's why it just pays to be nice. Ask questions. You don't have to be rude. None of that's necessary. Oh, I got something I forgot. Somebody said it must suck if you walk over top of it. You have not seen my demonstrations, have you, on floor projection technology? I walk over floors all the time. I had one downstairs in the workshop. I was dragging a chair across it back and forth. Can't wreck them. So you can use, we used a 180-inch screen, wall screen, canvas, converted that, put that on the floor, used it. The gym mats are fantastic. I like using those because I can take them apart, stack them, and take them where I want to go. And those are coated. And this is all done with the Quantum spray-on application. Got access to the garage, my buddy, his workshop, and got a chance to get some work over there done. All right, so, ooh, this one always makes me dizzy. That's Starfield, boy. Always makes me dizzy. Let's see. Definitely gonna have to do a liquid ocean. I like doing liquid oceans. Do we have a microphone for this one? The white levels on that. Woo! Yeah, that technology, man, it pulls up white light like out of anywhere. I love it. Love it! Oh, man, let's go over here real quick. Oh, we got another wormhole here. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now no, I don't want to see all that. I'll come back to that later. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Well, what the heck is this? See, this is the stuff I need when I do the invisible screens. Invisible screens, I need images that look like you're looking into another dimension. That's what I need. Yeah, see? That's perfect. Because I got this hologram screen I'm working on, and this would be perfect. Wow, this is an amazing cove. Whoever got this hookup, man, got some bread. Look at that, man. They got a nice bar in there. Look, you gotta, take this off. Gotta walk over the screen on this one. Man, they got a nice setup in here. They got a waterfall over here. Nice staircase that comes down here. They have a little bar area right there. I don't know if it's a TV or whatever's going on back there. Wow. Hey, this was my setup. I would have a screen put right in there. Right in, I would put a screen right in here. I have a projector right here so I can produce fish. Oh, man, I would have a ball with this. Wow, look at that all the way up in here. That is freaking amazing. Oh, I had some cool stuff in here, man. Definitely some cool stuff. Oh, it's live. Look at that. There's a bird on that side moving around. Ho ho. Oh, yeah. Now I see the trees moving. Okay. And the fountain. I don't know why I didn't see that before. That is pretty cool right there. Now I can use that later on for something else too. On top of that, that'd be cool. All right. All right. I like that. Definitely like that. I got everything hooked up on. This is on my my gaming system. Man, they got some really cool stuff in here, man. What does this look like? That black technology is freaking sick. And look at the waves in the water, man. So much stuff we could do with this. That's why, with the spray on, we're going to be using for the quantum. Sorry, the Quasar and quantum. I get the mix up. The quantum. I'm going to be designing this floor that has interactive technology. And I told you, for Good Shepherd, for the kids out there, or anyone who's just trying to get back on their feet or try to help them out with their rehabilitation process, we're going to donate a couple of screens out there. They're all interactive, which means they can basically jump on it. Things will move around and everything. So I think that'd be cool. And that's one of the things I was thinking at when I was sitting on the bench over there at Good Shepherd. That's what I was processing. So yeah, ultra short throw projector. This is one we got on eBay. I paid $60 for that projector because, like I said, we tried to spend a lot of money for our machines, and this will allow you to be able to project to the floor. Now I've tried short throw, didn't work out too well. I tried a long throw, definitely didn't work out too well because it was hard to blow the floor up. So the ultra short throw one is the best option, and I like the NEC because the NECs have something called tabletop mode, where the image lays perfectly flat. If you try to use that with any other ultra short throw projector, what happens is you get a wedge look to it because they're not designed to lay flat to a table. These particular projectors are designed for tabletop applications, so you have to have one of them. That's why it has that special stand it sits on. The stand, on the other hand, bit of a nightmare to get your hands on. And the projector itself, you get them on eBay for like $60. Oh, gotta do this. Not that. Where's the side of the screen we can see stuff at? Oh, man, we got a freaking whale for. Oh, that would look crazy on the freaking screens. We got that new Flex now. We got a blue flex. I don't have a normal office. My office is not normal. I feel like your office is not normal. I don't have. I'm a tech junkie. That's why. There's no way in the world. Any place I go into, our technology comes with us. We're like the Borg. Remember the Borg on freaking Star Trek? Like everywhere they go, their technology just wraps around and engulfs everything. That's pretty much what we do here. You engulf all things in technology. All things in technology. That's why I like. That's why I'm so fascinated by the cyberpunk era. I'm just so fascinated by it. That's why I'm fascinated by the cyberpunk era. But I love the fact of all that technology and just all over the place. That's always I like that. I don't see myself like my home front does not look like a normal living room like most people have it on. My place looks like cyberpunk in there. It is insane. I freaking love that era. I love it. Yeah. They don't appreciate the PC builds. These things are insane. I freaking love these things so much. You have no idea. My new builds, I freaking love them. I love them so much. I know it's off topic, but I love these PCs so much. I got to change up my lights. That's what I like about the RGBs, because you change up your lights at will. And pretty soon, these are going to have screens laying up against them with portable projectors, because pretty soon I'm getting rid of. Everything's going to be wireless on the desk, of course, because the wires are driving me nuts. I'm going to put a panel system through here. I'm going to do a laser trace all through it. And I'm definitely going to put screens up here. All my desks is going to be completely all portable projectors, because I'm tired of using the big boys. I want small, tiny projectors for everything. But that looks freaking amazing. Oh, and the water moves. What the freak? Oh, I freaking love it. Yeah, I like that whole cyberpunk. I love it. Oh, drop my controller. Now, usually I shoot videos, but as I said before, the reason why I did this one because I had explained a tutorial on basically how we do all this. Oh, this is going to be mind-bending. Not that. What do we got here for time? Woohoo! I knew it was going to be mind-bending. So yeah, basic, very cheap projector to do it. Now, let's just say if you're using white, that's what you pick up when you get white. You can't read any contrast at all whatsoever. That's going to be a problem. Somebody say, what if I use white? I use white for mats. Oh, that's not going to go well. You're going to have to use contrasting, especially if you're using shifting technology. Not shifting technology. Projector mapping technology definitely requires it. Definitely requires those heavy contrast levels. Visual effects require it. Special effects require it. Man, you got to be careful about some of that. That first, when that art came on, that kind of visual effects where things move around, it was really nice when it came on. But then people got creepy with it. They started putting in some real creepy, weird stuff that pop out of there. So I'm not going to use them anymore. Oh, this is freaking cool right here. Oh, I'm loving this. This would be fantastic for ceiling display. Oh yeah, this would be fantastic for a ceiling display. Oh, we definitely got to do a short recording on this. This is hot. All right, I need this one to change over too. Now the projector we have over here, the big screen over here, that's my Chrissy LW400, which is one of my favorite Chrissy projectors. I love this one actually than the LW505, which is 505. LW505 is a good one, but yeah, I like this one right here. They're cheap. They're super cheap, $50. So altogether, my whole set in here, $110. Well, We got the projector over here hitting the wall over here. That's the 300 lumen Cumi over there popping up over there. That projector cost me $40. So my goal is basically is to keep my projector, my spending under $200. And that shows at the end of the day that the reason why our products will give you the best performance because we don't even require high-end projectors to do so. Where you got screens out there that require very expensive machines because again, as I said before, you know, they got to put back on what the projector can do, what the screen can do. Sorry about that. Oh, look at this right here. That's a gray screen right there. I told you, it's required. Anytime you do any form of visual effects, special effects, anything like that, you're going to be required to have those contrast levels. They're going to be needed. I should add motion call on my phone. Why am I doing this? I got to take it out of the stand. Word. Projector is still hitting it. I say, well, it doesn't make a difference. I have this conversation all the time. I'm going to be in the dark. Doesn't make a difference. Oh, it does make a difference. Trust me. Because, you know, those gray screens and white screens don't even work in fully dark environments. Let's hit the matrix up. Boom, 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 boom. Got to hit that black for the matrix. I got to get the whatchamacallits. I lost my remote control for my LED lights. I just do blue now. It's all blue. See that? They match my sneakers. My sneakers are actually gray. Right, my boots. My work boots are gray. See? Same color. My boots can do the same thing your screen can do. And my boots are actually kind of olive gray. And they can do the same thing a gray screen can do. They match. Isn't that jacked up? I actually saw that happen when I dropped the surface down and it hit my freaking boot. And I was like, huh, that's interesting. A gray screen matches my boots. Yeah. We've got the floor going down. Let's put you over top of the floor so we can get this overhead view on the floor. Let's get you right in the middle of it all. Ooh, we got to do that shark display. I got to see that one right here. Where is the, I don't know where I put it at. Yeah, because I got to do it by Richmond phone. I'd rather speak it out and yell at it. We'll put somewhere. Alright. Then you gotta start putting stuff up. Let's see if we can figure out where this is at. White sheet of paper. Great screen. That's why. Because look, say I'm doing a job, right? Say my product is gray or white. And say they want to do a floor display. They want all the lights out, right? And I tell them at the end of the day that, hey, look, our screen paint's gray. I don't know how this is going to work with the lights out, with lights on. And I said, we'll just keep the environment dark. It's still not going to work. How am I going to fix that mess to begin with? What I want to do, I'm going to have to convince them to spend the money for a very expensive projector with an extremely high contrast to try to camouflage that thing. And definitely these lights around, these LED lights, we got to get rid of them because they're casting light onto the screen. So guess what? That's not going to work. See? Make my job much more harder, and it's going to cost my customers more money. Us, on the other hand, we come to go, yeah, not a problem. You want the lights out? Not a problem. We'll throw some LED lights around it, and yeah, we're good. How much is the projector going to cost me? Yeah, $50. $50. That's it. That's what it would cost them. $50, $60 for that machine over there. That's what I paid for mine. That's why. So I got people. The reason why we do that is because we got people that'll turn out the lights and go, I could do the same thing. No, technically you can't. Because you skip stuff when you do comparisons in your videos. You show birds and bright colors. You never show contrast. Good gracious, great screen. Seriously, can we see some contrast, really? Because I don't want to buy something and wait till I get home to find out myself after I already painted it to a wall. I want to see that in a demonstration. All right. They take them contrasts as much as they possibly can. Let's go look at some crazy stuff in here. Whew, man. Right. Well, not that. Let's get pie this one. There we go. Woo! It's like basically being in it, isn't it? I gotta set up a camera system where you're just coming down from the ceiling. You have people take their cameras to the ceilings. I'm gonna do one of those here. I'm gonna take the camera to the ceiling so you can look right down into the wormhole. Or I could just build a contraption for it because it'd be much funner that way. Because it'd be too easy if we painted it to the ceiling. That's too easy. Let's do something crazy. Let's build a contraption for it, and then we have something always set up and record and take it anywhere we want. Okay, now we got to build a new bracket system. That's usually pretty easy to do. Woo! That reminds me of Doctor Doctor was it Doctor Who? This is a doctor like Doctor Who. Oh man, I like this one because like no matter where you turn, it's like you're going into that wormhole. Like you're going in there, man. Woo! So yeah, that's why they say I don't have a normal office. They come in here and they see it's on the floor. Like, oh snap! What the frick is that? There's the wormhole. Their office is cooler than mine. I'm a technology junk. There's another tech in here somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna pop in and say, "What you got, buddy?" And we probably work on some pretty cool stuff. The Hot Wheels. Boom, 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 boom. Ding. There we go. So yeah, to do the setup, cheap. Everything we design and we make is designed so that the customer can easily assemble it, put it together. Projectors don't cost a lot of money. There's no projector mapping. There's no mapping, calibration. None of that stuff. No expensive projectors required. None of that. Period. All the projectors we have, we've researched to make sure they do exactly what they do. I've had dozens of those projectors, and yeah, I've done them on tabletops and everything you could possibly think of. And so you can set this up for your kids. Kids will get a kick out of this at the end of the day, really would. All kinds of cool stuff. And that's why we do the whole, showing you the different surfaces to show you that even in the dark, this is the only our technology to read. We got the bleed through coming pretty soon. We're working on that. It's going to be a quantum spray on. It's going to allow you to be able to spray on some very interesting surfaces. And also, too, it's designed to take a lot of punishment. And you can have some fun because I can game off my floor right now. Oh, they turn the floor into liquid. Ho, ho, ho. The floor is liquid. The floor is lava. Now, the reason we like the Ultra Shirters, like I said, Ultra Shirters don't cast a lot of shadows. If you have projectors mounted over top, which I saw in a lot of the other demonstrations, where they have projectors mounted over top, mine is the thing, if you look up, it's going to hit you right square in the face, so you don't want to go through that process at all, period. I like them better when they're closer to the floor. So now we got the whole entire floor made out of liquid. Taco's not out, he's in his unit. I would have him out, but the door's open. We have to have it open because, again, it gets hot in here. And we're running two projectors, actually. Right? That doesn't really heat at all. We're running two projectors at the same time. Later on, when it cools down, then it'll run around and chase stuff on the floor, because that's what he likes to do. So the floor is liquid. Oh, it's crazy, doesn't it? This is the kind of stuff I want to do in my showroom. When you walk in, the whole floor turns liquid. My buddy is a guy, he's a tech guy. He does all that crazy stuff with the mapping and blending and all that stuff. So he's going to make it so when you walk in, the floor changes and stuff. Like you walk into one, the floor turns liquid, and then the walls turn into these great white sharks. Oh yeah, he's going to do some crazy stuff. This stuff we're working on. And all of it's going to be super affordable that anybody can afford it. You don't have to have these deep pockets at the end of the day to obtain it. And that's the problem. If people come up with this kind of technology, they're going to charge you thousands and thousands of dollars for it. And we're making it so you don't have to. You know what that does for people at the end of the day? You have plenty of people in the art community that would love to be able to do stuff like this, but they can't because it's super expensive. That's why. And what we're doing is we're just leveling the playing field in all different sections. Golf simulators. Yeah, I watch it. I've done a couple of golf simulators. And the problem with the golf simulators, they're white. And when they're white, that means the same thing reaction. Whatever you're showing up there, your color's washed out, contrast is not even there. You got to have in a dark environment. Yeah. That's why they had the light in the center where the guy's golfing at, where he's about to tee off at. The light's there. But where the screen's at, they have a little bit of light in the area. Let the ambient light control the area because the screen will wash out. Our technology, you could light that whole section up, doesn't make a difference. So even if you were to buy a white golf simulator screen, it's still super expensive. But our technology is going to be black, and it's going to be developed so you can have all your lights on the environment, and it's going to be more affordable. So we want more affordable golf simulators, baseball simulators, floor demonstration for floor applications, ceiling applications, which means my customers who want to do a setup for a dedicated theater room, you can come in and you can basically blast your wall or whatever surface and turn it into our coating and then do your ceiling at the same time. You know how much money that saves the customer? If you were to get a screen, usually they're getting there, one of the big boy screens, the high-end screens, that's $7,000 for your screen at 120 inches for daylight. Then of course you're going to spend money for the projector, of course. Probably get a projector maybe about roughly maybe 5, 6, 7, 8,000. Some people spend more than that. They get JVCs, about $30,000 machine. All right. Now you're going to do the ceiling. You're going to pay the money for an infinity ceiling for a bunch of people to come into your home, tear out your ceiling, put a star system in that's going to show the exact same thing, maybe slightly a little different, but almost every single day you're going to see almost the exact same thing. And that's going to cost you 10 to 20 grand. So how much money did you spend? Too much. My customers, on the other hand, when they come in, 1 gallon of that technology can blast the wall and ceiling and be done. They can set up a projector and they can watch anything they want. They can turn the ceiling into snow. They can make it rain, thunderstorm. They can bring out the entire solar system if they want. Anything they want, they can project it. Heck, you can even watch live demonstrations from the Hubble telescope right onto your ceiling. Talk about that in the day. Or they can turn the ceiling into liquid. Anything they want. And they finish the screen and the ceiling at the same time without paying for anyone to come in, doing any maintenance work or anything whatsoever. Full control. Will the projectors cost a lot of money? No. We did it under $200. I got 2 projectors in here right now that I'm running with no problem, and we paid $110. That's it. So as for paying $8,000, $7,000, and all the other money for a projector, that's just no. You don't have to do all that. So that's the beautiful thing about it. We save them a ton of money. Just think how much money they spend. They're probably way under $1,000. Way under $1,000. I want to add this up. Liquid floor. We change that out of liquid floor. Yeah, they save a ton of money. Oh, relaxing rain. How long we got for this one? Oh, not that much. Rain drops are falling on my head. Do 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 do. Let's see. Liquid screensaver. Water liquid screensaver. No, you're going to stand there because I do not trust you and you will run out the door and you do stuff like that, so no. You can wait. He's fully fed, plenty of food, he is good. He just wants to get out there and get in some trouble. Not going to happen. I'm working. I can take you home. Put you over there. You don't like it over there. Gotta be around me 24/7. What did you do? See, this comes from you doing too much at the end of the day. No. What did you do? Why is your camper knocked over? What are you doing? All you have to do is just sit in here and stay put. And you'd rather be in a get trouble. I'm not opening up. Yeah, behave right now. Stop it. Knock this camper over. Because he's mad. He wants to do what he wants to do. No. How big this building is. He gets lost out and never find him in here. Alright, let me see. I want that raindrop display. Water screensaver. You got that one. The simultaneously trying to get things to run at the same time. Bit of a gut. And I'd rather have the whatchamacallit instead, the rain running instead. Rather have it raining. It looks more realistic. So yeah, super cheap. Besides, consider the fact that the ceiling's going to cost you alone between $10,000 to $20,000. So it tells you right there how expensive it's going to get. Let me see. So one of the customers, that's how the customer was asking me about the zoom lens, because that's what he's doing. He's putting a dedicated theater room in, and he's putting a dedicated theater room in, and he was going to do the ceiling, because again, he said what they were going to charge him to do the ceiling was insane. He's like, no, I'm not paying that. This is way too much money. Oh, beautiful countryside. Gotta put that in there real quick. Before snow. Look at that beautiful scenery. Arctulac technology, lights on, runs perfectly fine. I freaking love it. Lights out, this is a whole nother different version of technology for people who want to be in the dark all day long. This stuff is incredible. At least you have the option to turn your lights on. That's the wonderful thing about it is you don't have that fear in the back of your head. You turn your lights on, your screen disappears. That's something you don't have to worry about. Nobody wants to go through that. We got this beautiful scenery. Like I'm looking at both screens at the same time. It's gonna be, I have to get some kind of camera. I have to get like a dual camera system set up in here. Because we got this going on over here. Oh, look at that beautiful countryside. Man, I'm telling you, this is retirement right there. That screen's retirement for me right there. I would literally walk out of my company. I'll give it to somebody. Oh, look at that house over there. See, that's what I'm talking about. Man, with a mountain bike, I would have a ball out here. I would have a ball out here with a mountain bike. I wouldn't use ones with gas. I don't need that. Electric bike? Oh, heck yeah. Like a mountain bike, electric? I would have a ball out there. I don't want anything that's going to pollute the environment. It's beautiful enough as it is. We got our koi fish. Alright, so I don't want to make this too long of a demonstration, but just to give you an idea, this is how easy it is to do. So like I said, the mat systems, whew, as long as you get a good one, because I got this mat system I got here, I hate it. Because it separates. The minute I walk on it, just separates. One I had was a better locking system, so it's much better. Make sure you get a good mat system. And other than that, once we bring the coating out, the coating's only sold in a gallon only. The reason why I sell in a gallon because paint sprayers eat through paint quick. So yeah, we put them in gallons only. They're 1 or 2 gallons that they come in. Oh yeah, their back legs were that long. Sheesh, look how long their back legs are. Guess if you're climbing up a hill or something like that, you would need it at the end of the day. Yeah, we go down that hill. We just go down that hill. That's all to it. It's not we're going down the hill. We're just going down the hill. Get down to the bottom. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Oh. Nope, I want to do this right there. I want to do the shark. Where's the shark at? I gotta find microphones for this. You know what? Let me see. Man, you put in shark screensaver. Some of y'all be doing too much with freaking AI. Y'all be doing too freaking much. Jacked up looking things popping up on screen. I've had this conversation before, literally, about why you won't see anything that big in the ocean. You know, just not going to happen. You might get a glimpse of something that big, but no, you're not gonna see something living in that spot. No, your survival rate would drop. Probably wherever it's living at right now, it's probably doing much better. You're taken out of its element. Even they know that to leave their elements. Let me see. That's interesting when you think about that. Every creature on this planet knows not to leave its elements because its survival rate would drop dramatically. Man's the only one that doesn't do that. We literally go in places that we know that survival rate would drop by dramatically. Unless you know how to live and survive in that environment, like you got people who live in extreme cold, they're used to it. That's their environment. But then we go pop over there and we wonder why we freeze to death. You got to be conditioned for those areas. It's just the habitat that they live in. Let me see. Shark. Aquarium. No, definitely would not have been aquarium when we saw that shark screensaver. I was looking at some of the most coldest places on the face of the planet. That one place they have. Oh, I forgot. They got a thing on shark scuba. That one place they have where it's literally so cold you have to wear these masks on your face because you breathe, your lungs would be caked with ice. I was like, wow, imagine living in an environment like that. And they have no running water, not like that, because the pipes would freeze. I thought that was fascinating. All right, let me get this one here. Shark 3D trailer. Dun, dun. Is he gonna hit the whatchamacallit? Or is this the one you can move to? No, you can't. I thought the one you can move to whatchamacallit out the 3D trailer. Oh yeah, this is the one that comes toward you. Look. Oh. Jump in the water, it's fine. That's another thing too about the ocean. You really can't see something like that coming at you from a distance because the camouflage is in the water. The water, people think the ocean's well lit. No, the ocean's not well lit. You drop down to certain levels of the ocean, it gets really dark down there. But you really can't see that coming at you. By the time it's up on top of you, it's too late. I remember they showed that guy who basically was that guy who basically was taking a selfie, and this shark came up out of nowhere and just walked right past him. It's a big freaking animal. Oh man, this is a big one. Can you imagine you're in the water and something that big comes up behind you? And they're stealthy creatures at them days. I mean, man. Alright, let's get this one right here. Let's get shark. Let's see if we can do it this way. I want to bring that one up. Shark space breaks glass. Maybe that'll do it. Yeah. Breaks through. Breaks through space glass. Oh, that's how I found it. I put down the shattered glass. That's what brought it up. That's how I found it. Look at them slippers. Oh my goodness. I want a pair of those so badly. You see the sides of them suckers are so cool. They're so cool. I would rock those. I would definitely rock those. Now we're looking at a scuba gear. Okay, I've seen that. That's a video game. Oh, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is definitely it. Yep. Watch these moving. Ten, ten. You just went that way. Where is he? I like how they basically make you wait. Yep, there he is right there. He just passed by again. Should be moving. Woo! There he is right there. And this pops up. This guy always gets me every time. Oh, yes! I'm definitely doing this one for the floor. Alright, people. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Very simple, easy to do with our technology. We have a new spray-on version of the Quantum Black Stars. It's going to be more basically for taking tons of abuse. It's more of a bleed-through process, so it bleeds right into the surface, and that way you don't have to worry about it cracking and peeling or any of that whatsoever. So once that's going to be available, it's only going to be available in 1 and 2 gallons. We put in gallons because, like I said, it has to be sprayed on. Now, do you need any special sprayers for this? No, not really. I use a Wagner 250. The stain sprayers are pretty cheap. They're like 60 bucks, so I like to use. And very easy application to apply on. Once you're done, 1 coat application, and you're done, you're dry, and that's it. So that's basically about it. So basically, I'll show you my projector over here. What I'm using in my demonstration. I'll put the model number in the video right there. We're upside down right now. So that's a UM361X. They're made by NEC. The stand, on the other hand, is questionable because you'll have to figure out exactly where to get one from because the stands are kind of hard to get. They have 2 HDMI ports, also plenty of USBs, which I don't find a lot in projectors, the USBs, which are really important. And the reason why is because I use this for putting fire sticks in, which is much easier. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time. I'm definitely going to be doing some more lights out demonstrations on our quantum technology over here. I love the screen paint. Let me see. Yeah, going on here. Yeah, when we see those demonstrations of that particular person that we have people log into his videos. We do. Yep. They're here watching our screen, watching his videos, what he's saying about us. So it shows the level of hatred that this person has for us and our products. But we have people come here and they see the screen and we show off his demonstration saying, look, this is the kind of nonsense we go through when we have individuals that are basically just doing false demonstrations against our products. And the guy was like sitting there saying, that's disgusting. I mean, I'm sitting here and watching the screen and this guy's on here doing this stuff. He said, you got a lawyer? I said, we got a lawyer. We're getting it all taken care of. We're going to be in court, get it all taken care of. He said, well, that's good, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I do. I show people his videos why they're in here looking at our screens. Yep. It shows the amount of hatred that we get from individuals that are bothered and upset by what we do. But see, that's the part they don't understand. People own our products, people that are showing off our products, and people are watching them do that nonsense. They already know what you are from the door. You know, you're just a 100% genuine hater. That's what you are. You know, if you worked hard, maybe you would have that technology, but he chooses not to. But you know, who cares about that? We're on our way anyway. Things are taking off for us. Business is doing really good. And yeah, just gonna get through all this other mess that's going on in the world, right? All right, people. So I'm out of here. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time. As I said, the floor is pretty easy to do. Another thing too, if you're not into the mats, you can go get the fabric too, because I've used the fabric screens, the ones we use for outside projection setups. We use those all the time. Go back here a little bit on this shark. Let's see that again. Yeah, we use those all the time, the outside, because they're easy to roll up and put down and stuff like that. Woo! Where'd you go? Oh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Definitely going to be fun. I got to bring some people over for this one. I'm scared of daylight sound. Like, no, I'm going to stand right there. Just stand right there. No, you're going to stand right there. I'm going to pop at the screen, right? No, it's going to pop the screen. No, you're good. You're good. Nothing's going to pop at the screen. You're 100% okay. Nothing's going to pop out. You sure? Nothing. People freak out when they walk over top of it. Because that one where the floor actually caved in, it's on the projector mapping application. When the floor caves in, oh, I didn't like that one too much. Like, man, you thought you told me nothing was going to pop out. I said, it didn't pop out. The floor gave away. Yeah, big old shark over there. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time, and God bless.